Michael Mack on Instagram says every color vibrates at a unique frequency in Kabbalah. He's quoting Pardes Rimonim 10, 2-4, written in 1548 in Sfas by Rabbi Moshe Cordovero, which is the Ramak. Each one embodies a distinct spiritual energy. Sky blue is for wisdom, insight, creativity. That's Chachma. Grass green is understanding, analysis, and discernment. Bina. Light blue is kindness, generosity, unconditional love. That's Chesed. Red is strength, boundaries, and judgment. That's Gevura. Purple is beauty, balance, and connectedness. Tiferet. Light pink is victory, dominance, endurance. Netzach. Dark pink is humility, gratitude, and reflection. Hod. Sapphire blue, although some say light orange, is relationship, manifestation, expression. Yesod. Black, sovereignty, divine feminine, guiding, is Malchus. And transparent is the will, the desire. This is beyond intellect and awareness. That's Keter, the crown. 20 ways to deflate someone's ego. But I would like to invite us to look at ourselves. It's going to be presented in the you, but it's very important that we remember that if we're seeing ego in others, that we can also work with our own ego inside. To the extent that our ego is part of the picture, it could be mirrored. Not necessarily mirrored, it could be resonating on that frequency. This is on Instagram from flagitaa, which is Flagitaa. 1, that's an interesting perspective. This neutralizes the attempt to dominate. 2, you don't have to try so hard. This subtly suggests overcompensation. 3, I'll let you have the last word. This ends the conversation on my terms. Remember, we're also talking about our own self. Confidence is 4, confidence is quiet, insecurity is loud. A gentle reality check. 5, you seem very invested in this. It makes them question their emotional reaction. 6, I don't feel the need to impress. This removes their power over your validation. 7, that's one way to see it. This diminishes their opinion without argument. 8, I trust actions more than words. This calls out empty boasting. And 9, you don't have to prove yourself to me. Implies that they're overcompensating. 10, your energy speaks louder than your words. That's a graceful way to challenge them. And 11, I admire humility more than confidence. This is a subtle critique. 12, I'm not here to compete. This disarms an ego-driven power play. 13, I'll let you enjoy your moment. Makes their bragging seem insignificant. 14, I prefer people who don't take themselves too seriously. This is a refined way to call out arrogance. 15, I don't think validation should come from others. This highlights self-awareness. 16, your actions will speak for themselves. This removes their need for self-promotion. 17, silence can be more powerful than words. This encourages reflection instead of boasting. 18, I value depth over surface-level confidence. This is a graceful challenge to the ego. 19, it's refreshing when people don't need to be the smartest in the room. This is a refined jab at someone who's being arrogant. 20, I appreciate authenticity more than perfection. This is a polite but firm reality check. And we're going to finish off with a beautiful, this is the commentary on Shmuel chapter 6, verse 3 by the Lubavitcher rebbe. The Torah that God has revealed to us, the expression of his will regarding how we are to engage in the physical world and use it, is only a glimmer of the Torah's inner dimension. The expression of his delight. Delight is tainug. It's a much higher manifestation of the soul than will, which is ratzon, in two respects. Firstly, it's the inner motivation behind the will. We want something because of the expected delight it'll bring us. And secondly, it's more abstract. We can feel delight simply in our own self, apart from anything or anyone else. Will, in contrast, is directed at something or someone. It's the soul's expression of how it wishes to interact with entities outside itself. Delight is inner-oriented, while will is outer-oriented. Delight is frontal. The soul fully experiences and engaging itself, while will is anterior or dorsal. I think it means posterior. I would change that to posterior because what I learned. So frontal is anterior. Frontal or anterior. Delight is okay. So let's read that again. Delight is Delight is inner oriented, while will is outer oriented. Delight is frontal, anterior, the soul fully experiencing and engaging itself, while the will is posterior, dorsal, the soul forgetting about itself in order to focus on accomplishing what it wants. The Torah's inner dimension, which is an expression of God's delight, incomparably greater than the expression of its outer dimension, the expression of God's will. Our delight should be toward Torah, the frontal orientation, and turning our back on the rest of the world, not considering any facet or object of our delight in its own right. When we do engage with the world in order to accomplish God's will concerning when we do engage with the world in order to accomplish God's will concerning it, we should not do so as an impassive robot, but endeavor to feel God's delight, motivating his will as God's will. Torah is the master of the universe. By engaging with the world and using it in exact accordance with the Torah's laws, we transform material reality into a receptacle for God's benefit, or even quote-unquote spiritualize it by making it quote-unquote transparent, an expression of its divine source rather than an obstruction to divine consciousness. The material world can be material. It can be something that is not transparent. It's opaque. It seems to have its own entity. That's my comment. Okay. Finally, if we err in this performance of a commandment, then the goal remains unaccomplished. Stop there. I want to wish everybody strength and clarity, ease in the tshuva process, returning to the primordial light, and may it be a delight for all. May our service be a delight for all, and really that to get to that flow state and healing in all systems. And I learned that flow is there's drivers of flow, which is purpose, passion, curiosity, autonomy, and mastery. I wish us all of that. May we be good company for ourselves and others, and may we have good company, and may we be moving from our comfort zone into a shared comfort zone. In other words, maybe we find comfort, even when we choose the uncomfortable, and may we not procrastinate. May we not procrastinate our true congruence, our true alignment, each one individually and collectively. And may we have that object constancy, that object permanence feeling of God's love all the time, always, in and out, and connecting with our delight and our will as a oneness, the reassurance of the oneness, real tranquility and peace, and assistance, gentle mercy, protection. May our bills seem insignificant. May our challenges be fun. And may we prepare for the new year with refreshment, spaciousness, letting go of old habits for new pathways, new freedom, new ways of being, new possibilities. Clean and holy and complete image. Complete image. And hearing the messages instead of and not denying them, and bonding with the inner child and having healthy boundaries. Amen. Keni Ritzon. Have a good Shabbos and a good Chodesh. I will not be doing a video Sunday, Monday because of the Rosh Chodesh, and so God willing, next time we will be together will be Tuesday. Bye-bye.